Alright, let's get into more of this. So I was noticing my face was definitely a bit too close to my mic, and the game was too quiet. I'm gonna turn up my APO a little bit, probably. It's gonna turn my APO up to 9 decibels, and that should be fine. Yeah, I'm just trying to find like a good position, a good angle for this. I think this is good. And then, yeah, so I turned Black Mesa up to 40% volume from 25, and I moved my mic slightly further away from my face. Obviously, it's a headset mic, so I can't move it too far away, but I don't know why it does that. Let's hit it with the sound restart. Load, and we're going from power up.
Don't want to jump the gun.
I forget what the sensitivity command is. Let me just use the Steam web browser. Source sensitivity command. Okay, let's try this. Sensitivity 10. Nice. So I can close that. I just need to check something. Do I have VSync on or some shit? I do not. Then it might be...
Minor lacerations detected.
I don't know what's causing it then. Doesn't matter. I got hit twice. That wasn't very good. Easy solution. Yeah, okay, this is a sensitivity I'm more used to. For some reason, I'm getting like this weird VSync effect. Like the weird view sway, or like the way your turn speed is throttled with first-person shooters and VSync. That's why, like, the one genre I don't recommend VSync on ever is pretty much just shooters, because with other genres, it works fine. But for shooters, because of the way the camera works and the way renders work when you turn, it usually just causes a weird, like, throttles your moves, or throttles your turning speed. I do not like that. Reload, Dr. Freeman. I didn't realize I had 2 bullets because I was out of I stopped playing yesterday and I was out of 9mm for so long. No, it's just that sometimes it takes me a second to see chat. Because both my monitors are basically the same size. So I have to look all the way over to my other monitor where my chat box is on my stream software. Yeah, well, I mean, that's usually how streaming is. There's some level of delay, especially on my home internet. I have a weird power line system sort of network that I run to my room, so I don't have to use Wi-Fi, because there's no Ethernet ports in my room, so it's shaky quality, but it's better than what it would be if I was just relying on Wi-Fi. Because if I relied on Wi-Fi, I'd get basically like nothing because, or I wouldn't be able to stream because my desktop is so far from my router, and there's so many walls between me and my router that it drops packets. So the only solution is to run a power line network. That's a new one. This man is hiding in boxes. That caught me off guard. He gave me a startle. Yeah, I remember, like, when this game came out in 2012, the modding scene was huge for it. I mean, it's got a workshop now, so there's still a pretty decent modding scene for this game, thankfully. Yeah, IIOPN still updated those for a while. That's what I'm using right now, is his animation set. I'm using the ones he has on the workshop. I have them all unpacked in the game's custom folder with the Monica sound set that's also on the workshop. Yeah, I don't have his, I'm not using the Game Banana version of this, because I'm pretty sure that's only for the mod version of the game. And he's got like 2 different packs, one for the official release and one for the mod version. I don't quite remember a lot of this game, like, between 2012 and 2016 for some reason. Well, that's nice. I like his workshop releases, though. They're pretty solid. Funny, that didn't take as long as I remember it taking since I last played. I mean, I know I've gotten better at this game as I've consistently played it, but I was just seeing what you guys were up to. You stood there for like a whole minute. One sec, I need to check something. I need to make sure I got all the right notifications out. Okay, I did. Yeah, I remember they took a lot of liberties with the maps, which I'm okay with. I like that they've made it in their own flavor and their own style. I think that's very healthy to take a bit of artistic liberty where it's warranted. Obviously, if you go too far, there's a problem, but I do really like the 1.0 version of this game so far. I mean, I played the beta versions for a while and got a lot out of it.
You better go on without me. I'll just slow you down.
Well, now's the time to play it. Official release is here. It's out. Fair. I guess I'm stocked up on mines. Yeah, that's fair. That's kind of why one of the other reasons I never really got into being a modder is because I was like, I could choose to mod these games, or I could just play them with somebody else's mods. Which I think is why people tend to be a little bit picky at times, is because people want other people to make what they would have made.
It's Freeman, right?
But, you know,
Hold up a
it
sec.
can never be
One
your
of your
perfect way you
scientists now said to give you a message.
Hang on.
You're supposed to take this old rail system up to some sort of satellite delivery rocket or something. I don't know where it is exactly. The old guy was so worried about getting out alive, he didn't think to stop and tell me. Anyway, the main thing is, the military aborted the launch. So when you find the rocket, well, if you find the rocket, you'll have to get up to the control room and launch it yourself. He said something about a Lambda team needing the satellite in orbit if they were ever going to clean up this mess. Now, get going. I'm going to stick around and help any other stragglers.
So what I was saying was, you know, it's one of those major trade-offs of you could spend all your time making mods for this game in a way that's ideal for you, but then never have time to play the game, or you can play the game using somebody else's mods,
Any idea that you're working on this kind of stuff?
and not have them be exactly the way you'd want them to be, because, you know, they're obviously somebody else made them, so they're not exactly how you envisioned it being. The trade-offs of life. One of my favorite songs in the soundtrack. I'm gonna let this song play out. Perfectly timed music. So I didn't want to say anything because I wanted to let the song play out, but I had to laugh. Oh. Oh, you son of a bitch. Because of drowned head crabs is what I was saying. Because they just drowned themselves and it was hysterical to me. Not only that, but then he got caught under the cart. Oh, you motherfucker. Nice sidestep. Something tells me I don't want to go that way. Welcome back. You missed it when you left, I think, but head crab got caught under the cart and made some delightful meat noises. Just having a quick look around. Whoops! Accidentally right-clicked. Good thing I only spent one bullet. You see, for the 1.0 release of the game, ABH. What's ABH? Not sure if I'm not sure. All I've been doing is just normal B hops. But I'm assuming that all the source quirks are still in the game. I don't think they took any of it out. And let's see. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not super good at source movement. The game I'm best at source movement with is Titanfall 2, but that's because you have wall runs and slide hops to help you out. Hey guys, Desync here. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. I think I know what it is now, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still in then, if that's what you were talking about. I'm pretty sure you go like lightning speed though, not like that speed that I was going. Yeah, I'm not super versed in like every single quirk of this engine because there's so many. Oh, hello. There's like too many for me to count, so it's hard for me to keep track of every single one. You'd know better than I, honestly, because you're like an actual source modder. He looks like he's been... you can't pick up the limbs anymore. In older beta versions of the game, you could pick up limbs. Looks like he's been disarmed. Yeah, in older beta versions of the game, you could pick up limbs and body parts. That's very sad. I'm disarming you. I don't really care that much. It was always more just a fun little quirk of the beta versions of the game. Whoops. That was a bad nade.
Just when I was starting to feel lonely. Sounds like the troops are fixing to throw you a surprise party.
Calhoun, help!
Reload, Doc.
Calhoun, you let me drop this low health. How does that make you feel? 4 a.m. Yeah, it's only 21:22 here, so I'm guessing you're in the UK. Well, obviously somewhere in Europe, but... America, a bunch of fucking head crabs. I'm not gonna lie, all of those slurping noises layered over each other fucking startled the shit out of me. Oh, I was way off, which makes sense. That would be 7 hours ahead, not just like 4. Because I'm pretty sure UK is like 4 hours ahead, so yeah, 7 makes a lot more sense. Oh, never actually bothered to open these lockers. Shoo. Boot! Is boot! Is it Alpine Hue? Putty, why you play these baby games? I only like to watch you play shoot.
Okay, let's go for it.
Now this guy gets shredded by
I'll
the
stay here
fucking
and guard
50
the
BMG turret coming up. I remember. Don't mind me. No, don't mind me. So I actually have a Vinesauce hoodie from back when he was doing the charity clothing sales. Like, I think it was like 2016 charity clothing sales, 2017. Got one of those Generation 2, one of the Gen 2 hoodies. Because I've been a fan of his for a super long time. I think that was back when he was still doing the hoodies on Onage before he switched to a different provider. Yeah, everybody gets their start. I like Joel a lot. I really like his Doom content. His Doom wide competitions are really nice, and it keeps the Doom community really healthy. So you know, everybody's got like their Vine sauce fan, or their Vine sauce that they like the most. But for me, it's always just been Vinny, because I'm not from the city, but I'm also from New York, so I kind of like vibe with him. And he's just chill, super down to earth. He's quirky in his own way that I just kind of really vibe with. I spent a lot of time, you know, I've had a pretty interesting life so far, and it just whenever I was in like a really bad time or in a really bad way, I would just like sit down and watch VODs of his stuff, or like compilations of his videos or whatever, and it would just always help me get through the day when shit was really bad. Oof, that was a bad one.
Hazardous chemical detected.
They just fall right through. So good. Yeah, I don't actually tune into any of Vinny's streams. I just watch it on VOD. I know it's not quite the same because I'm not actually there with live chat, but I just like seeing how he responds to chat, and I just kind of like him as a person. He's a really fun dude to watch, so... Whoops. Ugh, I keep misclicking. My heart skipped a beat with that one. Throwing that frag back at him. These aren't like Half-Life 2 frags. You can't just see them and immediately be like, that's a frag.
Attention, all personnel. Launch control train activated. Clear area immediately.
Like, I kind of did like a little grimace when I saw that grenade land next to me. I was like, ew. No thank you. Return to sender, please. I don't want that. No! I don't want that.
Attention. Satellite rocket silo reports status green for launch.
Alright, let's see how this physics interaction goes. Not terrible. I think my cart's just pushing it. I don't like that. Oh, I wanted to be a fucking baller and catch it out of midair. These guys really like use the shit out of their grenades in the 1.0 version. Also, a really cool addition to the 1.0 version that you can read in the patch notes. They added adaptive AI to the Vortigaunts. They have like a sort of like internal bravery sort of meter. It's weird, but basically, if they're less bold, they'll run and hide from you, and they'll focus more on dodging. And if they feel brave, they'll focus more on running at you, doing damage, being ballers, basically. And bravery depends on how much they've hit you or how low health you are and how much you've hit them. It's really cool.
Power 60%.
So, who is this guy? Freeman. The science team. What, so you think this guy's responsible? Sabotage, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. All I know for sure is this guy's been killing Marines.
Oh, yeah. He'll pay. He will definitely pay.
I hit him, yeah, I hit him! Squad!
Oh, I did not see that frag.
Medical systems and
I can't believe one of those guys actually got away with getting blown up. Also, yeah, the reason the delay keeps getting longer is something's probably going on with my internet right now that I'm not seeing. That's causing it to... Basically, with streaming softwares, a good streaming software will... basically, the encoder will stretch the amount of time between when I do something and when it's broadcast, so it can buffer any frames that would be dropped otherwise by a bad connection. It's really nice, because that means I can still have really good stream quality, even if there's a delay between me and chat. Hello? Like I said, my home internet situation isn't the best. I gotta make do with what I got. Okay, so apparently breaking the lock there does nothing. Interesting. Wow, there are a lot of them. They really increased the number of them in this version of the game. I've got balls of steel. Fun fact, you know, must have been like, wow, I'm missing all of these. Must have been like a couple months ago. Please don't do too much damage. I really like the level design here because it encourages you to go in a full circle around the missile. It encourages you to keep strafing in circles around the missile. It's really cool. Oh, that was not a frag grenade. That was a fucking impact grenade, you son of a bitch. How dare you lie to me? I mean, I'm sure it's actually a fragmentation impact grenade. Those things are not mutually exclusive. That is a launched grenade, though. That is not what I was expecting. Gordon, you need to work on your yeeting arm. Or I can just do this. Whew, that was awesome. That was fantastic. I love that. Yeah, the captains use their grenade launchers. The guys at the berets, the captains, they use grenade launchers. So there's shotgunners, medics. I'm pretty sure any one of them drops a med. It's like Combine, where any one of them can drop a med kit when they're low HP. But there's shotgunners, grunts, captains, and I'm not sure if they still have medics, but if they do, then obviously medics always drop med kits. But I'm not. I think it's like the Combine, where any one of them drops med kits when you're low HP. Hmm.
I didn't sign on for this shit. Monsters? Hell yeah. But civilians? Wanted.
Sorry, you can keep talking. I wasn't here. You didn't hear anything. Slurp up that good suit juice.
Satellite launch system activated.
Also, I'm really glad this is a video game, because firing a grenade indoors like that would not be recommendable.
15 seconds.
I mean, it depends. Frag grenade, maybe.
9, 8, 7.
If it was an HE grenade, I would definitely think twice before doing that.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Launch.
Sipping on some tea out here. I don't drink soda, actually. I got off of it a long time ago when I decided to live a healthier lifestyle. I was like, that shit's nasty. I don't want that. I also gotta say, I really do like the quality of the models in this game. If I remember correctly, Thanes is one of the people who worked on this game. Hey man, you do you. You know, whatever makes you happy. I decided that in my life what would make me happy is being, you know, fit and eating healthy. No worries. I don't know what you're sorry for. You didn't say anything offensive, unless you did. I don't know, did you? Broken. Nah, it's fine. Some people just shoot off on tangents. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was either RB26 or Thanes who started working on this game. Oh, speaking of, did you know that Hyper works at Respawn now? He got a job at Respawn for his animations. He did a bunch of the animations for Titanfall and Titanfall 2.
90%.
Yeah, it's been some time since he's worked there, but I figured, in case you didn't know, you'd be interested to know. Good for him. Got a nice, solid career now, and still working on Source, which is good for him. Didn't even have to switch engines. Sploosh. Now I remember this part frustrating the shit out of me because you gotta do some fucking stupid ass physics puzzle that doesn't... Yep, it's this thing right here. You gotta like find some fucking barrels or some shit. You guys leave me alone? Doesn't even read VTFs and BSPs anymore. Yeah, I figured they'd do some pretty extensive modifications, but that's still good to know. I'm pretty sure this it might have started with Titanfall 1, but I know that Titanfall 2 is definitely pretty different, but it still retains a lot of the quirks of the Source's version of the Havoc physics engine. Like, you know, B-hops and shit like that, and they even made their own weird version of it with slide hopping and wall tapping and stuff like that. Like, I don't know how much of Titanfall 2 you played. I absolutely love that game. But you can get some crazy movement speed in that game from slide hopping and wall taps and all kinds of fun little movement quirks. I would highly recommend it if you ever get the chance. I love that game. It's basically, it has, it's a, yeah, it's basically, it's got mecha, but it's also got all those source movement quirks like, you still got B-hopping, but they added a slide, and the slide allows you to keep your velocity as you hit the ground. So you go from slide into a jump, slide, jump, and you keep repeating it. And it basically is like an enhanced version of B-hopping, and wall tapping is when you do a wall run, and you jump immediately off of the wall as soon as you touch it. If you just touch and go, it gives you insane movement speed. So combining all those things together basically makes you go like 30 kilometers an hour through the game, just flying across the map. Gets even crazier if you've, yeah. It gets even crazier if you do have, the grapple hook skill. If I ever stop moving, that's because I started using my hands to explain my point, even though nobody can see me. I'm a very animated person when I talk. But yeah, I love Titanfall 2. I know that Respawn is focusing on... let me get a drink here. They're focusing on, Apex right now.
75%.
But I'm hoping Titanfall 3 is around the corner. Go for it. I'm out of tea, but I should be hydrated enough for a little bit. Welcome back. So, if I were a pussy, I would just do what I'm supposed to do and go get the crossbow. But I ain't no bitch boy. I'm a man. A very manly man. Well, you know, helps to get some practice. That is not the way to go, evidently. It's so fucking dark in here. It's It's probably one of the graphics options I have on that's like turning the high dynamic range way up. Ah, it's here. Okay. That's the double-edged sword of HDR. It makes your lighting really nice, but it also has the chance to make dark areas mega dark.
For a minute there, I thought you were done for. Now with that beast killed, you can continue forward.
It depends. It also depends on your GPU, because if you've got a GPU that's like dedicated to lighting, so I've got like a 2080, so it handles lighting effects really well, because that's kind of what it's designed for. They say that thing was hauled from the Challenger deep, but I don't think it swam in terrestrial waters until a week ago.
Once through the flooded portion of the facility, you will practically be upon the Lambda Lab's doorstep.
I mean, for a while I only had a laptop, so you know, we all got to make do with what we got. Also, the lag problem's gone. Now there's like your responses are almost instant. I could if I wanted to. I'm good at doing a lot of voices. Apparently I can't jump in the cage. Oh, what the fuck? Probably because it counts as a prop and you can't really jump too well on prop. Well, that's not true though, because you have the barrels you can jump on. Yeah, bonk noise. The thunk.
I believe this will make for a notable paper, don't you?
Bink. Yeah. Oh, fie. Where'd that little Lamar? Yeah, Kleiner is legit one of my favorite Half-Life characters, though. Always really enjoyed him. This is a solid character.
It's highly probable that our luck will change. Don't you agree?
I'd say, I'm trying to think of my favorite Half-Life 2 character. I love Eli. I think Eli's probably my favorite. Followed by Barney. I don't know, I like them all. They've just got such a solid, well-rounded cast of characters. Makes me feel warm inside. The Charple, or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the ragdoll is the Charple in the game files. Looks toasty. Looks like a nice burnt piece of jerky. Oh yeah, they also added that move to the Vortigaunts. The Vortigaunts do like an area of effect. Rotten citizen corpse. Oh, that one. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Slightly different than the charpal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the charpal is the completely blackened, like, husk of a corpse. And then, yeah, like, the citizen corpse has got, like, that nasty bleh face. So if I remember correctly, there's 2 of them in here this time. Not this time. Let's go absolutely barbarian. The hardest part is, like, I can't see them. Whoops. That was weird. My mouse decided not to respond for, like, a whole second. Okay, can I see them from here? No, they're probably too far down. That's so much fun. Never get over that. I have not been using the crowbar very much, or not crowbar, the crossbow very much. Alright, so just out of curiosity, I want to check. So we got lens flare, no motion blur, obviously, lens flare, chromatic aberration. A model detail, texture, filtering, dynamic shadows, God rays. I think it's the dynamic lighting that's doing that, not HDR. Or I think the HDR is integrated into the dynamic lighting, which is what a lot of games are doing now. I don't really care that much. I'm fine with the way the colors and all that are going right now. I got caught on a piece of the metal.
Gordon Freeman, it is you, isn't it? The science team has been tracking your progress with the Black Mesa security system. Unfortunately, so has the military. That suit of yours is full of tracking devices. Still, it's better than going naked in this place. It's cold in there, so you'll have to hurry. It could sap your suit power in a matter of moments. If you're bent on reaching the Lambda complex, then you'll want to keep to the older industrial areas where the security system is full of holes. It's worked for me, so far.
took a hit there. It wasn't very good, but we made it. We good. Oh wow, it's only been an hour. We got through like 2.5 chapters already in just an hour. That's the thing, is after you get through like the original, like the starting thrust of the game where you get all the story and narrative out of the way, the game just really gets going. Also, I didn't spend a fucking eternity on that water segment like I usually do. That is easily my least favorite part of the game. I don't know how Zen is yet, the new Zen. Obviously, old Zen is my least favorite part of original Half-Life, but... yeah, in Black Mesa, that is definitely one of the weaker portions. I do not like that water area. Oh boy.
Power 35%.
Office complex is pretty good.
Freeman, right? I got a message for you. Make sure you don't...
Alright, assassin time. You done? You're quite finished. I think that's every assassin. Very tactical stilettos. The design always made me laugh. Got these weird, like, sneak hooks. I think it used to be that when you walked into this room and you walked to this empty healing kit that you'd get jumped by some soldiers. I think they changed the location where the event happens though. No, not there. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, my memory's a little sparse on this part of the game. Especially since they changed stuff since the beta version. Oh, yeah, there we are.
Get him!
Major medical attention.
Nice hit. That's the guy? Yeah. We got him. Alright, come on, give me a hand here. Jesus, this guy is heavy. Where are we taking this Freeman guy? Top side. Requesting. What the hell for? We got him. Why not just kill him now? And find the body? Hey. What body?
Yeah, you know, a corner's got to be cut somewhere.
Automatic
It's like a 1 minute sequence. There's no point in animating a super enhanced walk cycle. Yeah, that's fair. That's part of the Source Engine magic, though, is the weird jank that you get in certain places because of the way they had to cut corners. One of my favorites is the original Half-Life 2. Original Half-Life 2 weapon models, because the view models were only modeled on one side. I'm pretty sure it was like that for Counter-Strike Source as well, if I remember correctly. That's why all of the features of the weapon in Counter-Strike Source are only modeled on one side and looks fucking ugly as sin. Having an M4 with the charging handle, the forward assist, the fucking dust cover and the dust cover and ejection port, and the safety group, all on one side of the gun. It is so terrible. I hate the default CSS guns. Oh yeah, super iconic. Like, even though I love them and I hate them, because, like, they're ugly and terrible, but they are also, like, so nostalgic for me, because I played with default animations and stuff for the longest time. before I found Game Banana, the mystical site. But yeah, it's super iconic, so I can't completely say that I hate them. It's a love-hate thing. I'm such a habitual quick saver at this point. Duke Nukem 3D taught me to never ever skimp on my quick saves. If I remember correctly, in older beta versions of the game, when after this Barnacle ate that that security guard, it would cough up his Glock. Oh, hello.
Minor fracture detected.
Yeah, not in this version of the game.
Minor lacerations detected.
Yeah, I can't be quite sure, but I'm pretty sure that in the beta version of the game, that's what happened. Is it would cough up his Glock. So that's how you'd get your gun back. Oh, well, it's right here, anyways. They might have had... The reason they might have changed that is because they might have had problems with the collision physics or getting the event to trigger properly. Or people just straight up missing the Glock. I think one of the prime examples is that people would run past it and just straight up miss it. Pretty sure, like, my favorite part of the game is, like, right after you get the Tau Cannon and you go through the hydroelectric dam. I love that bit of the game. No idea what that accomplished. Oh, right, that's what that does. I don't know. Who knows why they changed the way that played out. I mean, again, I could just be misremembering, and that's never how that happened, but I thought that was how it happened.
Power 80%.
Oh, right, this part. What's wrong with the rear sights? It looks fine to me. But yeah, I will say that until you get some decent mods on it, it doesn't feel very good. I don't know, I'm pretty sure this is just how a Glock... maybe they're a little short. Maybe they're a little short, I don't know. I never really noticed. I mean... yeah, I suppose so. I don't know, I guess I never really noticed or cared too much, but I can understand. Ugh. Two round? I mean, Glocks are boxy, but they're not like that sharp. Come on. Glocks are boxy, but they're not like that sharp. At least, in my opinion. I don't know. That's one of the interesting things about modeling. Is, like, some of it is actually up to, like, how you see it. But yeah, next time I find like a decent light source, this is not it. But yeah, you definitely got to get some mods on it for the shooting to feel more satisfying, because it's just a little pop in the base game. That's one of the main reasons I started looking for mods. It was a way to turn the base Glock into something that feels like this. Nice and snappy. Let me see if I can... yeah, you know, the way your wrist just hops back like that. I love that animation. It's just IIOPN. He does it every time. Just such good animations. Okay, here we go. So what am I looking for here? Or is it the exact rear of the slide, like the back of it? I didn't mention Operation Black Mesa, but I'm aware of its existence. I've kind of passively been following development, but I did not say anything about Operation Black Mesa. I didn't realize they were also... I haven't seen their version of the Glock yet, because they're not out yet. I was waiting until they come out. Yeah, I love Glocks too. I know that it's like one of those things that's like kind of like love-hate. You either love them or you hate them. I love Glocks. A lot of people hate them because they hate boxy designs. But I don't know, I gotta find a better light source. But I want to see this smoothing issue that you're talking about. Whoa, shit. Oh, shit! I meant to do that. So do I go under or over this one? Over. Sorry about that. You can, but you can also just tell me you sent me something in Discord, and I can open it in Discord. It's an easy Alt-Tab out. I have a shit ton of memory, so it doesn't cause problems when I Alt-Tab.
Power 90%.
Well, that was
Power level
very nice.
is 1.
Okay, physics-based magazines, ooh. Those boys at OBM, they're getting funky with it. Alright, let's see, or not window capture, display capture. Oh, interesting. Alright, just want to, like, expand that out a bit. Not too far. Okay. There we go. This is too quiet. We need more volume. It's only... That's a solid M24. That's a solid M24. I like that a lot. Okay, so let me just look for a decent, like, unobstructed view of the Glock. And it looks like super stretched there. Oh, there's like a split second with the slide closed. It still looked kind of squished though, honestly. Like, oh, was Team Tripwire working on both the, was Team Tripwire looking on both, or Tripmine, sorry, both the reworks? Interesting. I didn't realize they were working on both of the reworks. Yeah, I guess I've seen a couple of their updates. Well, it's cool that they're doing both the reworks.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you... But before... Shall we? Alright, so you got your gun like normal, but when you press the flashlight button, whose beam will follow the path...
Weapons in-game. Where do I find that? Oh, weapons in-game showcase. Ew. Straight bolt pull. I'm always bothered by the straight bolt pull reload, because that's not how an MP5 works at all. Well, you can do that, but the thing is, unless the bolt is open, it's really hard to work the magazine into the mag well, like to get to the point where it clicks in place. the bolt on an MP5 kind of has to be open for the mag to really get locked in. From like 2 years ago. What I noticed too is a lot of the sounds changed between this showcase and the showcase that came afterwards. Well, don't forget that a lot of this is placeholder stuff. Because that was what, like 2 years ago, or about roughly, and then this was a lot less than 2 years ago. And this was 2 weeks ago. Parallax corrected cube mapping. What the fuck is this? This sounds like graphics. That's impressive. Oh my god, that is impressive. For Half-Life 2 Source, that is honestly amazing.
100%.
Well, thanks for taking me down that little rabbit hole. That was really fun. Oh, they have another one? Hang on, let me just... Yeah, I'll check it out on my own time. I want to get back to the stream. Oh, this isn't the right way at all. Help me, Mr. Obama, I'm drowning. Hello. Yeah, so, as soon as I get to another light source, though, I want to, like, sort of ask you, like, what exactly is wrong with this game's version of the Glock. I mean, I know you said, but, like, I want to sort of, like, get a rundown while I'm actually, like, looking at it in good light. Fuck off. Oh, fuck you. I never liked Crusher puzzles. Always hated them. That was very Halo-esque music. I forget how much I enjoyed that track, but it very much reminds me of Halo.
Power 65%. Power 80%.
Yeah, I remember residue processing being another area that's kind of hit or miss for me. Nothing down here, I guess. Oh, right. Here we go. Questionable ethics. Ah, that did not feel good. I love this point in the game also because of the implication that the creatures from the border world have been in this science research facility before before the resonance cascade. Because, of course, as we find out later, they were sending expeditions to Zen to recover samples and specimens and shit. It's a very nice story beat where they're like, wait a minute, why are these guys here already? Okay, let's have a look. So yeah, I think for me the iron sights feel fine. I don't think the iron sights are too weird. But I can see what you mean about the smoothing errors on the rear slide. Here, let me just pop on display capture there for a moment. So yeah, that's the in-game model. And that's just by a bit. Obviously, it can't be one-to-one perfect, or at least it can be if you really wanted it to be, but I wouldn't spend that much time on a single gun in a game. But yeah, I understand what you mean now. The proportions of them are a little different. I get you. Yeah, the proportions are a little off. What's the one all the way on the left? I don't know. The 3 reference images look a little different. I don't know. I feel like at this point we're both kind of nitpicking. Yeah, I think definitely though it's both nitpicks. Also, I'm back in the stream, so I can't see whatever you're saying on Discord. You gotta say it in stream now. Whoa, okay, I was looking at the chat. Ah, yeah, okay. 3 different... Yeah, I get that. 3 different lighting angles. This makes me think. I don't know. I mean, now we got some decent lighting in here. Ah, my eyes. It's just hard to get a good angle is all. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but for some reason... Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind all that much. I think it looks fine. Especially because it's the gun you use least throughout the game compared to the other ones. Obviously it's a very iconic and lovely looking gun, but don't forget that the original Half-Life 1 Glock was a brick, and you also barely used that thing. They did the best with, they did the best they could. I can't nitpick at it too much. I'm also not a modder, as you know. Foreman, Nielsen. These are the devs. Oh, here's a perfect spot. Look at that. That is perfect. Yeah, like, I'm looking at it. I don't know. I'm not a modder, so I can't see what you see, sadly. To me, it looks serviceable. It looks fine. Turn left. How far left? Like here left or here left? First, 1 or 2? 1, 2. Oh, okay, yeah, I kind of see what you mean now. Ah, I see, I see. Well, I think it's interesting. They probably didn't model the entire rear, but it might be that they thought that the rear of a Glock is actually like textured like that, and I don't mean like source textures. I mean like, I mean like when you actually feel the back of a Glock. Yeah, which is what I figured. Obviously, you wouldn't model all of that, but... Yeah, so they might have thought that the rear of a Glock is actually... it's like they overdid it, I guess you could say. Like, there's too much definition back there to the point where it looks like an actual... like there's actual topography in the back of the gun. It's hard to describe. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Still, I don't mind it too much. It's really... The thing is, it's hard to notice unless you're looking for it. For me, it's always mostly like, as long as the gun generally looks good and has... Yeah. Like, has few smoothing errors, looks pretty decent. But the main thing for me is the way the gun feels to play in the game. Like, how satisfying is it to shoot and use? How much do I want to use it? Stuff like that. Like, that's why I have the new the mods for the sound and the animation, because I hate the way the base game Glock feels. And IIOPN's animations and Monica's sound pack make this thing feel so much better.
It ain't no good up there. It's all sealed off. The only way out would be to find someone with scanner access who can open the front door. I'm pretty sure there's a few scientists hiding out somewhere in the labs. Maybe with the both of us looking, we can track them down and get them to let us out of here. Okay, I'm ready.
What I do like about the textures on this version of the Glock are the scuffs and the burrs in the in the slide.
Hey, did you hear something?
Like in the locking piece between the slide and the barrel. I love that. You see that? Like the gun's really well used. Like someone's run thousands of rounds through it. It's a nice little visual detail.
Hey, what's that sign say? Superbus.
It's Latin.
Oh. Foreigners. What do you think these civvies were even doing down here?
Don't know. Don't care.
You guys shoot like a girl.
Finally. Fucking hell. So I'm using the 2012 release shotgun.
Hey, idiot.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. There's some weird texturing issues on the, or like staining on the back of the slide. It's, I don't know. You give and take. I like the visual detail on the lock between the slide and the barrel. That's really nice. The little scuffs and burrs.
Let's mobilize.
Yeah, the little dirt marks. I That's some really nice lighting, though. That's some beautiful ass lighting in this room. That is fantastic.
Do you think this is the right way out?
I'm really impressed with how they lit this room. But yeah, I'm using the 2012 release of the game's shotgun because I like older models of the Spaz better than the newer ones. I know that the newer ones have like the Picatinny rails on them and are a bit smoother, but I kind of like the blocky look of the older Spaz.
Oh, that was awkward. Do you have any idea they were working on this kind of stuff?
I can't believe I missed. Such a fucking
Here,
dumbass.
let me get out of your way. I'll secure this area.
Yeah, stay there. Okay, I think room's clear.
Ready when you are.
Well, you're using a different Spaz? Oh, right, because you're modding in your own stuff for the game.
Power 60%.
Are we lost? Yeah, I'll wait here.
Okay. There we go. Hey there, buddy. Why'd you come down here? Okay, but I kept him alive, thank God.
Warning. Blood toxin levels detected.
Toxin? Bruh, that's ice. Got ice in my veins.
Let's see what's down here.
Alright, let's have a look. Too fast, cool. So that's the what I'm looking at here is the 1.0 version of the spaz, and it's an alright version, but I'm not as big a fan of it as the 2012 spaz. So is this also the 2012 spaz but with the stock up? Or is this someone else's model entirely? Ah, it's Thaines's, I figured.
I'll be damned. I think we just found our scientists. Doesn't look like the front door is an option. I'll tell you what. I'll stick around here and keep an eye on
Oh,
it.
I didn't even
We'll
notice.
find a way.
Hang on, let me pull that back up. Oh yeah, I noticed. It doesn't. It's the Insurgency Sandstorm. How'd you get that model? Because I'm pretty sure because Sandstorm's in Unreal. How hard is porting from Unreal to Source? Ah, easy. Figured. Or maybe not. I guess I didn't figure. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, honestly, I kind of have a hard time telling the difference, and I wouldn't have noticed until I saw that there are no scratches in the lock. But yeah, I noticed that the rear of the gun's a lot smoother. And it's okay. A Glock's a Glock. MP5 SD. Also from Sandstorm. Cool. I like the MP5 SD, but if like the thing for me is I want to stay very true to the original experience of the game. So for me with like Black Mesa, I prefer to just have a normal MP5 because then the suppressors don't make sense because the enemies can hear you even if you're using the MP5 SD because it's modded in. But whatever. That's just my personal tastes, but it is a pretty solid. It is a pretty solid mod. I forget if they kept it on this game's version of the MP5. No, they got rid of it. In like the 2012 release of the game, it had this really like bulky compensator at the end of the gun that the grenade launcher was attached to, which personally made more sense to me because an M203 on an MP5 would put a lot of strain and wear and tear on the gun. So like having that bulky compensator acts as a reinforced barrel for the grenade launcher to be attached to help disperse the energy from the grenade launcher. But at that point, we're just getting into semantics, and most people don't really care because most people aren't as into guns as I am. Most people just want to shoot. guy got slimed. Hi! I had to, like, think for a moment, are you alive or are you dead? What a fucking miss. I am missing all of my shots today. Oh, you're still alive!
Vital signs.
Please die.
Power 15.
Ooh, I got a memory leak. That's rare. Yeah, I got a memory leak with the game. Oh, it's because I left my fucking display capture on. I'm such a dumbass. There we go. Yeah, that's the problem with the display captures. It takes a lot of memory.
Why aren't we using this thing?
It's much too unpredictable. Open it overcharge.
What do you mean overcharged?
Yes!
Power 45%.
Oh, so the Monica sound pack makes the Gauss cannon feel very chunky. I like the way the Monica sound pack changes this gun. Just a nice thunk. So yeah, I didn't realize Russia was so strict about its gun laws.
Power 50%.
Instantaneous beam may cause instant death. You don't say. There we go. See, here's the most unrealistic part of the game. Gordon can walk through this. You'd have to let that air cool for like a minute before you could even get close to that.
A fellow scientist.
Thank God.
Get us out of here before those military drones figure out where we're hiding. We all have retinal scanner access. If you escort us to the lobby, we can finally get out of this damn lab. Yes, but you'll have to shut down the surgical unit first. That fool Peter switched it on. But I'm afraid he never made it back.
Nice work, Doc.
Yes! Fantastic.
All right, folks, let's get the hell out of here. Man, that was a close shave.
Whoa, I did not mean to do that. These scientists were very irresponsible. I can't go in there and get those snarks now, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I can. Oh, fuck me, dude. Suit energy. Forget that once you do that, you can't, can't actually get in there. That's annoying. Where does scientists go? A lot of these characters have a bad habit of disappearing while I'm not looking. It's like a game issue that I've been having. Yeah, where are the rest of the scientists? Just weird pathfinding. That was a weird thing I started noticing in the 1.0 version of the game. Characters started to go missing.
Wait! Wait!
What?
Anyone else think this was a
What
bit
is
too
it?
easy? Something's not right.
Freeman, you go up on ahead and check it out, is what the last scientist is
I'll
supposed to
cover
say. So we just got one actor completely missing. Do I really? I have to load the game. I have to load. That is so annoying.
That was a close shave.
Okay, now that they're all right there.
Wait! Wait! What? What is it? Anyone else think this was a bit too easy? Something's not right. Gordon, you don't mind taking a look, do you? We'll stay here for a moment.
I'll cover them.
Here we go. Yeah, you actually need this guy to open the door. Do it all over again. Oh well, I like that music. It's a pretty fun song. If only I had the mighty foot.
My name is Duke Nukem, and I'm gonna kick your ass.
My God, it's hell out there.
The facility must be under complete military control.
You'll have to sneak and fight your way from one end to the other. I don't expect you'll meet many of our peers along the way.
If you somehow survive long enough to make it across the base, you'll find the labs where the rest of the science team has taken shelter.
I couldn't dare risk venturing out there, but I can inform those of us who remain in the Lambda complex that you are coming. Now, don't go running pell-mell into this bloody war zone. Even with that suit, the odds are stacked against you.
I mean, is it really murder? They were trying to kill him first.
You may just live to see the Lambda labs.
Well, partner, afraid this is where we part ways. I'm gonna hang back a bit and help out these two. You take care of yourself out there, huh?
Gordon, maybe if you...
He did not last long. I usually have a really hard time with that part, right immediately getting out of the experimentation lab. I had to fucking jinx myself. I had to do it. I had to fucking jinx myself. I'm such a fucking idiot. There goes all my armor. Well, another big chunk of the game's coming up, so I think now's a good time to stop, because it's getting kind of late. So, thanks for coming. This is really nice having you here. I'm just gonna get some snacks and settle in for the night, watch some YouTube. Have a good night. I just saved my game. Alright, see you later.